So, okay, today we are going to discuss a concept on. So, okay, the next unit is unit fourth. There is single phase transformers. Single phase transformers. So, you can see in that this is the single phase transformer here. Mostly used in some domestic applications or other applications. So, we prefer to the single phase transformer. Okay, this is the fourth unit of uh, electrical machines one. Okay, coming to contents. So coming to contents, so we will discuss need of transformer, next introduction, and types of transformer, that is the construction details, principle and working of transformer and applications, and minimization of hysteresis losses and Edicon losses, EMF equation, and operation on no load and on load, phasor diagrams, equivalent circuits, losses and efficiency, regulation, all day efficiency, effect of variations of frequency and supply voltage on iron losses. So first of all, here the need of transformer. What is the need of transformer here? So anybody in the class? What is the main purpose of transformer? Please let me know the need of transformer first of all. So what is the need of transformer? Later I will discuss with you. Okay. Please anyone, so what is the need of transformer? Please anyone tell me what is the need of, what is the purpose of transformer?
Stepping up and stepping down voltages.
Please. So can you hear me? Sorry, getting my voice clear or not? Dear students. So transform voltage from primary to secondary without changing frequency. Either rise or lower the voltage and currents are. Okay. Uh, so let us see. There will be a here. So I am discussing about to transfer the voltage as we require. One of you have to transfer the voltage as we require light to increase or decrease the voltage. Okay. Here generally we have generally in power system the power flows at a different sections at a different voltage. So just I'm considering that two stages of the three stages of the various stages of power system. These are the this is the generation, and this is the transmission, this is the distribution. These are all what about these are all consumers. Consumers. So in power system, power flows at different sections at different voltage. In power system, this is the power system network here. This is what about power system network. I'm discussing about what is the need of, what is the purpose of transformer. So basically in power system, power flows. So the power can flows at different sections. At different sections means so like so some generation area to transmission and transmission area to distribution up to consumers. So in power system, power flows at different sections at different voltages. At different voltages. Okay. So based on that, suppose we have some in the generation area we have the generator. We have the generator here. The generator is which is coupled to like turbine, like turbine here, like turbine here, and which is form like that. What about here? Here it should be okay. Sorry, 1 minute. Just wait. Okay, like that. This is like a boiler. This is like boiler. This is the turbine. This is a generator. This one is represent here. One transformer. It should be like that. Here, just I'm casting some transmission area tower. That should be it should be. These are the like this is the three phase. This is single phase here. Okay. This is like whatever. This is the transformer one, and this is the transformer two. Okay. Here. So I have considered here some power system network. This is the generation area. So just wait. Transmission and distribution area. Transmission area is the generation area. These are the consumers here. So from that I can take here 6.6 kV, 11 kV and 33 kV. So here 132, 220, 400 kV. So here 11 kV, 6.6 kV 415 voltage, finally 230 voltage here. So here 415 voltage, here 230 voltage here. Okay. Oh, this is the total power system network here. This is what about here? This is the total power system network. So in power system, power flows into different sections. So different sections means generation area, transmission area, and distribution. So these are the consumers. These are what here? Consumers here. So first of all, here boiler will be there, and this is the turbine, and this is the generator here. Oh, this is mechanically coupled here. So from that you can get some power here. So the power, it is what the power can be transferred from through the transmission line, and what about here to the transmission line, after that distribution lines to the consumers here. So you can see I will draw you some single line diagram. So this is the this is the total so this is the consumer, this is the load, this is the load here. So this is the transmission line, or this one is some distribution line, or this is the generation. Okay, same thing, this is the single line diagram here. So the total diagram is like that here. So here what about in generation area, some boiler will be there, turbine will be there. So this is the transmission line area. So this is the distribution line. So this load is nothing but what about here, this load is nothing but consumer side here. So here what I am saying, so along the transmission line, so the power is constant here. Along the transmission line, the power is constant here. So here the power is constant. So as you know that the power which is equal to VI cos phi. So the pi always there is 0.8 to 85. 0.8 to 85 here. So 0.8 to, so this is the power factor. So in order to maintain the constant power, we have to increase the voltage and decrease the current sometimes, and you have to decrease the voltage and you have to increase the current sometimes, like that. So this means along the transmission lines the power is constant here. So along this line the power is constant here. So in order to maintain the constant power, so in order to maintain the constant power, so the voltage has to be changes here, thereby the current has to be changes. So that is what about here, according to necessity the voltage should be stepped up, and the voltage should be stepped up or stepped down with the minimum power loss, here. According to necessity the voltage should be stepped up, that is what voltage to be stepped up means there should be increases, and voltage should be stepped down with the minimum power loss. So the only effective device required for this purpose is nothing but what about transformer here, the transformer here. Okay, transformer here. So there is what about here, so there is it should be stepped up or stepped down with minimum power loss. The only effective device required for this purpose, the only effective device required for this purpose is known as transformer. That is, the transformer is which is used to increase the voltage level or decrease the voltage level, and what about with the minimum power loss, So these are all like what about these are all, this is the transmission side area, this is the distribution side here. In the distribution 230 voltage and 450 voltage. So here so what I am saying here, suppose if you consider that for generation side is like 11 kV, so 11 kV it should be stepped down like 132 kV, and again it should be there. So it should be stepped up with the help of this step up transformer. This is the step up transformer. This is what about step up transformer. The voltage level has to be increases with the help of step up transformer, and after the transmission, so it should be again stepped down like that. What about 33? So 33 kV. So this 33 kV is called as a primary distribution, and after that 11 kV is called as a secondary distribution. So from that 11 kV we have 6 plus 6 kV. After that 450 volts, like this is the 3 phase, and 230 volts for single phase here. So this is the uses of, this is the importance of transformer here. This is the importance of transformer. That is what about here. So in order to, so that is what about here. In order to increase the in power system, so the power flows at different sections at different voltage. So according to necessity, the voltage should be stepped up or stepped down with the minimum power loss. So the only effective device required for this purpose is known as transformer here. Okay. So this is the need of transformer. So coming to introduction. So what is the so the need of transformer is, so where it is used here. So like in particular applications here. Okay. So what about the introduction here? So in that introduction, so what type of transformer? So either it is a rotating transformer or static device. Okay. What about what about the other basic concepts of transformer here generally? The basic definition will be there. It is a static device which transfer electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit through the media of magnetic field with a constant frequency. Suppose coming to introduction, we have some definition here. So the basic definition of transformer, it is a static device which it is a static device. Static means what about there is no rotating parts in transformer. So the transformer is like the in the transformer, if you consider the conductor and the magnetic field, both are stationary with respect to each other. So that's why it is called as a, the transformer is said to be static device which transfers electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit through the media of magnetic field with a constant frequency. With a constant frequency, there is 50 Hz. There is without changing frequency, the electrical power can be transferred from one circuit to other circuit. The electric power or electric energy, whatever it may be. So suppose let us consider this is like transformer. So in the transformer, it should be this is like primary. This is the source here. This is what about here. This is the secondary. This is the load here. So this is the primary winding, and what about this is the secondary winding here. Okay. So in that this is the core, transformer core. So generally, this is the one part. This is another part here. So the transformer can be like what about the transformer? This the transformer is not a energy conversion device. It is a, so like what about here? It is a static device which transfers electrical energy from one circuit to other circuit. Like what about, suppose here it is a electrical domain. It is a electrical domain in input side and output side also electrical domain. So between the medium, so it is the intermediate, that is what about magnetic domain here. So what about here? This is the electric domain, and what about this is the magnetic domain, and what about other second side, load side, that is a electric domain. That means the transformer can be that in the transformer the power can be transferred from electric to magnetic and magnetic to again electric. Conversion process will be going on here. Okay, so next what about here? It is a single excited device. It is a single excited device. We will discuss all these points here. So next coming to types here. So coming to types, types of transformer, there are three types of transformer, like core type transformer, shell type transformer, and what about berry type transformer. So compared to berry type, the core type and shell type transformers are mostly used. So the berry type transformers are rarely used. That's why as per syllabus we have only core type and shell type transformer. The construction and the comparison of core type and shell type transformers we'll discuss. Okay. Next to principle. So as you know that the transformer which is works on the principle of Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. So like what about the working of transformer? So as the source, as the alternating voltage which is applied to the primary winding, what happened here? So the voltage which causes the current, so when this current which flows to the primary, so which produces the magnetic force along with the flux. So this force which drives the flux to the primary winding, So when this flux which links with the secondary, so before that the EMF is induced, there is self-induced EMF, and when this flux which links with the secondary side is also induced EMF is developed here. That is E1 and E2. So next applications. So there are two winding transformers will be there, and single winding like auto transformer will be there. So many applications will be there. We'll discuss. Okay, don't worry. Next, minimization of hysteresis losses and eddy core losses. So in earlier classes we have discussed in DC machines. So the various types of losses. Similarly, in transformers also we have iron losses and copper losses. So not mechanical losses because there is no rotating parts. That point you have to remember. So in the iron history losses and eddy core losses, we will discuss all these losses after knowing the losses and efficiency and regression. Okay. Next, EMF equation. Generally, we have a EMF equation like in transformer there is a E1 and E2. So that is what about that is E that is equal to 4.44 F by T. So where F is the frequency, there is a constant frequency 50 Hz. Flux for that is what about the flux. So that is what about the flux here, and what about this is the number of turns here. So the operation on no load and load and phasor diagrams. So before going to discuss the transformer operation on no load condition and on load conditions, first of all we have to know the what is the difference. We have to know the difference between the ideal transformer and practical transformer. Ideal transformer and practical transformer here. So practical transformer here. So after knowing the ideal transformer and practical transformer, then easily you know the no load condition and all load conditions of transformer and phasor or vector diagrams. Next, equivalent circuit. So what is the need of equivalent circuit? In order to equalize the primary and secondary side losses before transformer and after transformer. So thereby the losses on primary and secondary side is same here. So the need of equivalent circuit is that is used to transfer the equivalent resistance from primary side and similarly secondary side also. Next, losses and efficiency. So we have different types of losses like major losses and minor losses. So coming to major losses, iron and copper losses. So and minor losses are what about here? Dry electric losses and stray losses. So these are the minor losses here. So generally the transfer efficiency, the practical transfer efficiency is like 95 to 98% here. 95 to 98%. Okay, if you consider the auto transformer, the efficiency is what about here? 97 to 99 efficiency percentage here. Okay, what about the regression? So one point you have to remember, my dear students, the performance of transformer can be achieved by efficiency and regression. So you always remember higher efficiency and lower regression value. Lower regression value. So the transformer which is works on the good condition here. Okay. Next, to all day efficiency, it is the ratio of output energy to the input energy. There is nothing but all day efficiency. So the all day efficiency always less than the commercial efficiency. Okay, and effect of variations of frequency and supply voltage on iron losses. Generally, we have the relation here will be there. So the pi which is equal to Bm into A here. So in that A equal to, that is what about here? That is Bm which is equal to pi by A here. That is a flux by cross sectional area. So what happened here? As you know that the history losses which is equal to there is a eta, there is a B 1.6 F and V here. So there is what about here? The history losses proportional to frequency. But the what about the proportional to frequency and the B? So the B is proportional to history losses, means the flux also proportional to history losses. Thereby, what happened here? So there will be effect of variations will take place of frequency and supply voltage. Frequency and supply voltage. Why? Because so there is E equal to 4.44 F by T. Okay. So there Bm which is equal to pi by A here. So there is what about here? So instead of B, I get your E here. That's why I'm writing V here, because of the transformer, the supply voltage. What about V? but because of V you are getting E here. So V that is equal to 4.44 like F by T here. So with respect to primary means N1 you have to multiply with. So otherwise T1 number of turns with respect. Okay. And what about this is the constant, and what about the constant frequency? Okay. And what about here? Otherwise the B. So that is the constant here. That is V by F. There is V by F. There is flux. So but V by F that is equal to pi. Pi is nothing but what about B? There is what about Bm? There is what about Bm? So the variation of frequency. What about here? So iron losses is nothing but history losses and eddy current losses here. But what about here? WH is proportional to B max 1.6. Okay, W proportional to B square here. So similarly here also the combination of these two is nothing but iron losses. So what I saw, there is the variation of the effect of variations in frequency and the effect of variation in frequency and supply voltage on iron losses. And iron losses means the iron losses are always depends on this maximum flux density. That's why this is the relation we will get here. Okay, these are the contents of single phase transformers. So we will discuss step by step all these concepts. First of all, are you following or not, dear students? Because I have speed up here. Actually already you have studied, I think, basic electrical engineering. So that's why. So please, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So first of all, the first concept is what about here? So we'll discuss step by step all these concepts. First of all, need of transformer and introduction, next types. So first of all, we will go with the need of transformer here. So this is the need of transformer. In most cases, so appliances are manufactured to work under some specific voltage. So transformers are used to adjust the voltage to a proper level. So the transformers are used to adjust the voltage to a proper level with the help of step up and step down. So how to get the step up transformer, step down based on the number of turns. Okay. So here the transformers are basic components for the transmission of the electricity. So transformers are the, so why? Because suppose if you consider the singular diagram of this like that, here this is the load side, this is the generation side here, source side, this is the load side here. So here if you take this is the step up transformer and this one is what about step down transformer here. So this is the step up transformer and this is the step down transformer here. So in order to, so always remember along the transmission, this is the generation line, this is the transmission line, this is what here distribution line. Along the transmission line, the power is generally we have S equal to P plus JQ. But the reactive power is not useful one, so the real power is useful one here. So the real power is like what about, that is V into I into cos pi here. The cos pi is always remember for 0.8 to 0.85 lagging itself. Because of lagging means, so we are using the inductive load, so that's why lagging here. So along the transmission line the power is constant means, what about here? Along the transmission the power is constant means, so it is depends on the voltage and currents. Suppose the voltage is more means that thereby the current is less here. Where so when the voltage level, in order to increase the step up transformer, so in order to use the step up transformer, the voltage level will be more. At that instant the current is less here. So similarly coming to here, so here the voltage level will be less here, the current level will be more here because of step down transformer here. So the transformers are the basic components for the transmission of the electricity here. So transmission of the electricity. Okay. So the transformer is used to increase the voltage of the power generating station. That is what about power generating station. This is the power generating station. Step up and use it to decrease the voltage step down for the household purpose or domestic purpose. Domestic purpose. Our household purpose means here the household purpose here. Okay. So by increasing the voltage, the loss of the electricity in the transmission purpose is minimized here. That is what about already I explained before. What about here? So the transformer is the only used to step up or step down the voltage level with minimum power loss in the transmission line. Okay. Coming to introduction. So as you know, the transformer is a static device. Static means what about here? So the mainly the essential parts of transformers are what here? In order to get the so the basic requirements to generate induced EMF or transfer is what about set of conductors and magnetic here. Set of conductors and what about here? Set of conductors and magnetic field. Magnetic field here. Set of conductors and magnetic field here. So let us see. This is the generating station. So generator. So that is what about here. So this is a generator step up transformer here. This is the generator step up transformer. This is the transmission line here. So you can see the blue line which is indicate transmission line. So the green which is indicate distribution line here. And these are the poles, current poles. And the red, the round circles that is represented. So the black, this is the generation. And what about this is the round circle which is indicates the transformers here. Okay, and this is the transformers here, these two. Okay, and so this is not our country. This is actually in US. It should be so because in that our country the voltage will be 110 and here what about 230. So you may get some doubt here. Actually, this total power system is in US, but compared to India, this is very different because of the process is same here, but the voltage level will be different here. The point you have to remember. So here we have 230 and 400 and 765 ultra high voltage and 400 means that is what about extra high voltage like that. Okay. So transformer is a static device means so in order to generate the induced EMF in transformer we have set of conductors, magnetic field and relative time variation between the magnetic field and what about here set of conductors. So here the set of conductors and the magnetic field both are stationary. So there is no rotating parts in that set of conductors and magnetic field. Thereby the transformer is a static device. Static means stationary. There is no rotating parts in transformers. Actually, in that Viva, so actually you have you have some super seniors. I have asked one Viva question in lab external. What is the rotation of transformer? What is the rotation of transformer here? But that people they given answer. The transformer rotation is clockwise, sir, anti-clockwise, sir. Is it true? The transformer rotation is either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So some of your seniors has given answer like that. When I was asked in that external lab exam, Viva. But so little bit they are how confused while they are giving the answer to me. Because the transformer doesn't have any clockwise or anti-clockwise direction because the transformer is static device. There is no rotating parts because of if you are consider the conductors and magnetic field, both are stationary here. That point you have to remember. Okay? Have you understood or not, dear students? Please, anyone response at least. You just put the one message in chat box because okay. Thank you, Ganesh. So so next transformer is a static device. Next one is what about it transfer. That means it transfers. Otherwise, it transfers electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit. So generally we have this is transformer. We have this is the one circuit here. So this is the source. Here take like that. This is the load here. So it transfers electrical energy. It transfers electrical energy means that this is the electrical energy. It transfers electrical energy. Oh, this is what here. This is one circuit. One circuit to another circuit without changing frequency. Without changing frequency means there is with constant frequency. With constant frequency. So there is what about here? It transfers electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit through the medium of what here? Through the medium of this is the medium of magnetic field. Through the medium of magnetic field. Already I explained this is the electric domain. This is the electric domain between the magnetic domain here. So the energy can be transferred from one circuit to another circuit through the medium of magnetic flux or magnetic field. Without changing frequency means that is with a constant frequency. With the constant frequency, that is what about here 50. So that's why here the voltage for AC 230 voltage, not like the DC, because in DC 220 voltage. The frequency is what about here 50 Hz here. But already you know all these spans, but I am going to boost up. I am going to boost up you because you already some people have forgot all those points here. That's why I am going to boost up all these points here. Okay. Next, we are coming to next point. It works on the that is what it is works on the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. It works on the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or mutual. So number of times I asked in that these two objective bits like sub engineers or assistant engineers like that here. Okay. Oh, this is the introduction. So coming to principle, it is works on the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. So it is works on the principle of Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. So what is electromagnetic induction or mutual induction here? What is electromagnetic induction or mutual induction? You can see. So these are all like coil here. So already so this is what about here? Oh, this is like one coil. This is the one coil here. The coil is like that. This one. This is the coil 1. This is coil 2. This is the what about here? Coil 2. Let us take this the source. So this coil 1 is having a source here. So this is like load. I'm giving that one type of load here. On secondary side, this is the load. Load here. So this is the coil 1, coil 2. I1 is changing and E2 is induced here. Okay. What I am saying here. So according to principle of transformer, when the current is provided to the primary winding, it behaves as, first of all I will discuss with you simply. So this is known, no need to explain all these points here. So I am discuss with you here. It works on the principle of what here? Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction here. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction or mutual induction here. So generally we have two main points like flux cuttings required to generate dynamically induced EMF, that is for in case of generator, but flux linkage required to generate statically induced. So there are 2 points you have to here. So note, you always mention the note here. This first point here, flux cutting. Flux cuttings required to generate dynamically induced EMF. Next, flux linkage. Flux linkage requires to generate, please all of you note these points please, to generate statically induced EMF. These 2 points are most important here, because so flux cuttings, there is what about generally in order to get the induced EMF, there is what about here, in order to get the induced EMF we have conductor, there is armature conductor and magnetic field. These are the two, magnetic field and armature conductor here. Okay, so the flux cuttings required to generate a dynamically induced EMF, and what about here, so there is what about here, there is the dynamically induced EMF here. So flux linkage required to generate statically induced EMF here. Statically induced EMF here. So there is armature conductor and a magnetic field here. Armature conductor and magnetic field here. Okay. So in order to generate the EMF, there is whatever, either it may be dynamically or statically. So we have the requirements like armature conductor, magnetic field here. So first point, dynamically induced for generator. This is for generator here. So this is for what about here, transformer. Because flux cutting requires to generate dynamically induced, dynamically means it may convert like electrical to mechanical or mechanical to electrical, like dynamo process. So in that the armature conductor is rotating, the magnetic field is stationary, first case. So armature conductor is rotating, so the magnetic field is stationary. Coming to second one, so here instead of flux cutting, flux linkage will takes place, flux linkages. So flux linkage takes place. So flux linkages are required to generate statically induced EMF. That is what about transformer, because in that case the armature conductor and magnetic field both are stationary here. Both are stationary. Both are stationary here. So that's why you are getting some EMF here. That is statically induced EMF here, like E1 and E2. E1 for primary side and E2 for secondary side. Okay. So coming to like, so what about here? So let us know there is what about here. So flux here, coming to this part here. So flux linkage required. So what about here? As input voltage, there is 230. Sorry, as input voltage is applied to the primary winding. This is like what about here? Primary. Oh, this is like secondary winding. So these are all number of turns like N1 and N2. So this is the like, oh, this one is core, magnetic core. So the magnetic core, it should be like a ferrite. So the magnetic core is which could be ferrite or steel here. The magnetic core which could be ferrite or steel. Ferrite or steel here. Okay. Like what about here? So as input voltage is applied to the primary winding, an electromotive force is set up in the electric domain. So for magnetic domain, it is called what about here? So an electromotive force which set up in the electric domain. For magnetic domain means this. For magnetic domain, it is called magnetomotive force. It is called what about magnetomotive force, which tends to drive the flux. So this magnetomotive force which tends to drive the flux, that is pi, which tends to drive the flux to the other circuit. Yes, and EMF is in.
Yeah,